Now let's get talking now. I believe you've seen some of the stories we're finding for at this time now, and most of the story are kind of critical issues that are bordering on our day-to-day life and how they concern the economy and the citizen. I'm going to start off now with a story that says power supply has gradually, or perhaps is gradually being restored in the country as the nation was thrown into darkness on Sunday, where the national grid happens to have shut down again. And Charles, what can you say about the situation, and how often or for how long are we continue to face this issue of national grid collapse? We have a new administration in charge of the affairs of the country, and also a new minister of power, but it seems like the issue of national grid collapse seems to defy the odds of previous ministers of power, including the current minister of power. What do you have to say concerning all of this?
Thank you very much. With due respect, I think if I was the power minister, I would have resigned today.
Do you think that's enough reason to resign?
Today. Yes, because it's obvious that we don't have the capacity to generate, transmit, distribute electricity to the average Nigerian consumer. It is very obvious. Yes. So if I was the power minister, I would have just resigned for lack of capacity. It's as simple as that. Because look at the reason they are telling us a failure of system failure, then no gas supply. Those are the kind of excuses we have. Now we have a bundle of gas supply. So what is system failure now? Our economy is not even that industrialized. Even with just less than 3,000 megawatts we are producing. What about countries that are producing 20,000, 40,000 and 50,000? So it's obvious what has been happening. Nigerian power experts, we don't have the capacity, like I said earlier, to generate, transmit and distribute this power to the average Nigerian. So the minister should just take a bath and let us even see whether we can go back and call the experts, even from abroad, bring them to Nigeria and begin to revamp this our power sector, because it has become a national embarrassment. A national embarrassment. Just last week we were told that there was no power in one of the nation's international airports in Lagos there. So you can see that it has gone beyond politics now. It's obvious we are lacking capacity when it comes to the power sector.
So I want to understand why a nation that has proven and unproven gas supply is still lacking gas. What do you think could be wrong in this instance?
Yes, it's very simple. We are not focused. We don't know what we want to do. And at the same time, we are blinded by corruption, ineptitude. Our attitude towards everything in the country has collapsed. So I think I'm going to be talking of being with those people that say this current government has collapsed, has failed Nigeria. Because as simple as power, we're talking of gas. Gas is all over the country. We cannot harness that gas to feed our power sector. Then what is the government there for? You said you have removed power generation electricity from the concurrent, from the exclusive list. And yet, things are getting worse and worse on a daily basis. The whole country was thrown into darkness yesterday. It is just gradually now that light is beginning to come back. So you can see that for me, it's an issue. Corruption is there, lack of capacity, and of course, no will to do what is right. That is what is bedevil the power sector. I think for me, it is to dismantle that power ministry and see how we can bring experts from outside and give them, sign the contract with them and say, look, revamp our power sector, because obvious, Nigerians are so we can no longer do it.
All right, now let's shift focus now to other stories. Now, the Central Bank of Nigeria has come out to refute claims that, based on allegations that the federal government is planning or contemplating converting $13 billion in domiciliary deposits to Naira. When I saw this story, I was wondering why the government will have to think about that if for any reason this story is true. What do you have to say concerning this, and how would you react to this?
Yes, first of all, I will blame the CBN because you give more for people to speculate. You are trying to get measures, strategies to see how you can stabilize the price of the naira against the dollar. You want to stabilize that. Yes, you need to do desperate things because of the desperate situation. That the CBN should have communicated clearly. Communication is key because people will read meaning to so many things you are doing. If only you communicate to them properly and they have a true picture of what is on ground, they don't give room for speculation. Yes, because we don't have people saying this, government, convert this onto this. That is not law in the country that says the government can just go to the military account and convert it to naira. That will amount to stealing of private money. So, people have to speculate because they saw that the government was desperate. And thank God, CBN has come out to explain to the average Nigerian that is not the situation.
All right then. What do you have to say concerning the volatility in the foreign exchange market? Though the Central Bank of Nigeria last week, in an effort to liberalize the foreign exchange market, has lifted exchange rate restriction for international monetary transfer operators. How do you react to this as well?
Again, I see this as also a short-term measure to kind of try to stabilize what we're experiencing in the FX market. There is nothing wrong with that. The government needs to put so many measures in place, at least for the short term, to see that we stabilize before looking at the medium to long-term measure. For now, yes, that's a good measure in terms of short term, because it has gone beyond the reach of the ordinary person. So, and that is why the government is using these desperate moves for the situation in which we find ourselves. For me, I think this should be for a temporary measure, and once things have improved a little bit, then government should begin to look at long-term strategic measures to stabilize the value of the naira.
Charles, let me put you on the spot here. Do you see the naira gaining more momentum, or being strengthened, or being kind of appreciate in the course of this year? Because with what we are seeing right now, it shows that both the fiscal and the monetary authority has lost grip of what the situation is at the moment.
Yes, I agree with you. The value of the naira is not as a result of passage of time. We can be in this situation if necessary things are not done. And I'll keep saying it, and I'll said it on this platform several times. We need the supply side of this effect. And how do we get the supply side? We need to increase our dollar receipt. It's as simple as that. If we continue this way, where our main dollar receipt that is coming from the oil and gas, we are still stealing the oil, still a lot of leakages, then the issue will continue like this. However, if the government is serious about these economic issues we are going through in terms of the naira volatility, we need to increase our receipts of hard currency, either by way of meeting our OPEC oil production, and at the same time increasing more of export. Then government in itself showing that leadership example by reducing the demand for foreign things and even the foreign overseas trade, so that the demand for the dollar will reduce and we'll be able to stabilize. Because if we don't do all this, and we're expecting that with time, maybe the next 2-3 months, things will improve. If we continue this way, then nothing is going to improve. Instead, it will get worse.
All right, then. Let's shift focus now to the aviation sector. And now, what we're seeing from this sector, the acting director general of the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority, Captain Chris Najuma, has come out to say that it's no longer going to be business as usual for domestic airlines in the country who are in the habit of causing some kind of disruption in passenger flights, and then they go ahead without apologizing or trying to refund air passengers their fare. Do you think that in a country where anything happens, sadly that's the situation, I'm not trying to promote that, but sadly that's the situation, do you think that in a country where anything happens, anything goes, the DG of the NCAA has the power to ensure that this riot act is being established for domestic airlines operating in the country?
Yes, thank you very much. This is a very genuine concern because I have also been a victim of it. I applied from Abuja to Lagos for 7:20 p.m. I calculated that I would get to the airport maybe by 8:30 thereabouts. That flight did not leave Abuja, the International Airport. We did not leave till about 10:30. Where do we need to seek redress for? Okay, so I'm happy that the NCAA, which is the body established to monitor, regulate, monitor, promote safety, security, and economic reliability of our aviation navigation in the air navigation oversight in line with international standards. They have come up with this riot act. Yes, if you are at the airport, you see some of those things placed somewhere where they tell passengers that if your flight is delayed, please this can be redressed and all that. Yes, but I want to see more of monitoring and enforcement. Because if I am a passenger, if you delay my flight for 1 hour, I need to know. You know? And when the flight comes, I am off. So the issue now will be proper monitoring and enforcement. We need to see more of these NCA officers, even asking passengers direct, because they will come and tell you, oh, your flight has been delayed for 30 minutes due to technical reasons. All those operational issues we will understand. But then when you have a flight, a morning flight for 8:30, it will not be delayed till about 3:30. That will not be acceptable. And that is where the NCAA should come in to ensure that they actually enforce some of these things they have talked about. Because as usual, Nigerian passengers might not even know what to do, or they don't have the time, despite everything. Then, at the same time, I've heard passengers who told me, yes, their flight was delayed for a day, they were taken to an hotel, taken care of, and the next day, they brought them for that flight. It was once in a million, the situation of things happen. But I think with NCAA now, coming out of this riot act, I want to see real monitoring and implementation of some of these sanctions. Maybe other airlines will begin to learn if they sanction one or two airlines based on this their activity.